I've been a silly boy. The other day I went onto the Orange website to get a t-shirt and whoops-a-daisy. Yes, instead of a t-shirt I've got an Orange P7S. In my defence, I've been after one of these for a long time. Not the S model, but a P7. And it was heavily discounted with an extra discount on top of that. Happy days. Admittedly, the colour's probably not to everybody's liking, but I like it. I like it a lot. So at the moment, I'm out on a test ride, just to make sure everything's working okay. I did actually ride it to the pub last night, you know, as a test ride, not to have a pint, obviously. And the thing with a test ride is, I thought, I don't really want to go into the hills in case anything's too bad. So, even though I said I would never film here again, I'm back on the single track of Chester. You may well be looking at this and thinking, well, that looks a pretty good build. I don't know what he's on about. Wouldn't it been the S budget model and wouldn't have been his choice? But let's have a look around at the things that I have already and will be changing. Number one, that. Now what's wrong with this, you might say? It's a 12 speaker set and it's very shiny. Yes, but it weighs more than the core of the earth. And it's held together with pins and it's just rubbish. So this will be going on instead, a Shimano SLX. Now why is it not on already? Because Mr. Idiot here bought the wrong one. It's microspline. Luckily, the free hub in the Hope wheel is a bit knackered anyway. I needed a new one, so I've ordered the microspline one. Wow! At some point, the cranks, they're pretty low end ones, and you know, they weigh a lot. I'm not a weight weenie, but you know, if you can get rid of weight, why wouldn't you? Wheels already changed. These are the Hope hubs and rims that were on the Pinnacle. Nope, there's no way they're going on the bike. I tell a lie, I actually did put them on last night just for a quick test ride. Awful things. Not a great fan of race face, and these are obviously budget ones, same with the stem. Although I do want to keep the black and mint scheme colour. As you can see, the tyres are Minions, DHF and DHR. You know, no complaints from me about Minions. Great tyres. And anyone, especially a bin man, who tells you anything else, is basically talking out their arse. They're just fantastic all-round tyres. Struggling a bit today because of the grease, but what wouldn't? Dropper post? Never had a KS one before. Let's see. Saddle seems comfy, although I've only done about 3 miles, so you know, maybe my bottom's going to start hurting later. I'm now doing 2 things I really wasn't going to do today. One, any PLV filming, and 2, most definitely, point the camera down at the top tube in the bar so nobody can see where I'm going. But there is a method behind my madness. You say, I want to talk about the brakes. These ones are Clark's. Budget brakes, obviously. It's a budget bike. But I've never used Clark's brakes before. I've used their brake pads years ago and they were really good. So, what do I think of them so far? Difficult to say, really. Not really had to brake much, to be honest. And the other thing is the grips. Now, I use rental grips. I've done for quite a while now. But these orange ones, and I thought I'd give them a go. First impressions, they get a bit slippy when riding without gloves on, and I don't like that. So I think a set of rentals will be going on very quickly. Bloody hell, no longer a bargain bike, is it? What I can say about the brakes is they're still bedding in. They feel a little bit spongy, but they stop you. I mean, I'll be honest, The brakes on the Pinnacle barely worked at all, but I liked that. Yeah, idiot you say. Shiny and chunky. As you may well have noticed, it comes with lyrics, 150mm ones. That's a lot of trouble for a hardtail. Now lyrics are a damn fine fork, really good. I've got them on the Alpine and they've never ever let me down, so I don't expect these will either. Now I know some might say, oh Fox, you should have got one with them on because they're much better, but at the level most of us are at, I don't think we'd notice any difference really. They might feel plusher, but performance wise, come on, who are we kidding? They're good enough for me. I'll bet they're good enough for you too. I did whap a load more air in the forks and turn up 4 clicks on the rebound. The rebound was far too fast and the forks were as soft as a Dave Gen V Adversary. Bob on now though, although let's wait till we get somewhere rocky before we make the final decision. British summertime air, gotta love it. That's winter levels of slop round here. Never mind, I enjoyed riding in winter. I'll just enjoy riding in a wet summer too. I guess we'd best talk about the frame, obviously the most important bit. Now as I do this pass of the frame, what I should really do is have some cheesy free music on by a band called Moon Wizard or something like that. But that's not my style. Anyway, here we go. Steel P7, I think it's Reynolds 525. I think that's good. I don't really know. It's a long time since I've had a steel frame bike. Last was an On1 inbred 456 and I like that so much I rode it once and sold it. But things have moved on somewhat from those days, and this so far rides really nicely. Now maybe I'm a masochist. Oh look, I'm doing a poo here, don't I? Maybe I'm a masochist, but I sort of still wish they had horizontal drops so you could single speed them. You're probably wondering what it rides like. Give me a chance. It only arrived yesterday, and other than my quick sojourn to the pub, this is my first proper ride. Trying to look into the camera, holding it up while riding single track, not easy. What I can tell you is that it's definitely no worse than my other hardtail, probably better. Although, as I said, not taking it anywhere proper yet, so I can't really quantify that. Quantify or qualify? I think it's the latter. Anyway, I don't want to prattle on about how great it rides and everything else, because I haven't got the experience yet. There's other channels out there that'll tell you that sort of crap first ride when they don't know their arse's moles in the ground. But not me. I'm going to ride it. I'm going to ride it a lot. I'm going to take it to decent places and put it to its paces, well, as much as I can, and then I'll tell you how it rides. I suppose I could just keep this bit until I've done a proper ride in it, but that'll make this far too long a bloody video. It's dragged on too long already, hasn't it? Now I guess I've missed a trick by not doing a big reveal unboxing video, but I hate them. They're so cheesy. Nobody really cares what you've got. Yeah. Anyway, next time. Who knows? Bye bye.